Imagine giving your house keys to a contractor for a 1-week job, but never asking for them back. That is a risk. In the world of identity and access management, or IAM GRC, risk is the likelihood that the wrong person gets access to your right data. We actually calculate this using a specific equation. Risk equals threat times vulnerability times asset value. A threat is the hacker. The vulnerability is a weak password. And the asset? That's your critical customer database. In software, these risks usually come from two directions. First, the external threat. Imagine an attacker running a brute force script against your login API. If your API lacks rate limiting, they guess the password and steal data. That's a vulnerability exploited. But second, and often more dangerous, is the internal threat, specifically privilege escalation. Picture a junior developer who only needs to read logs. But due to a lazy wildcard permission setting in AWS or Azure, they accidentally delete a production backup. They had more access than they needed. Now let's talk about a classic GRC concept, separation of duties, or SOD. Think of Alice in your ERP system. If Alice has permission to create a new vendor and permission to issue payments, she can create a fake company and pay herself. That is a toxic combination of rights. Then there are orphaned accounts. You hire a contractor for 3 months. They leave, HR stops their pay, but IT forgets to revoke their GitHub access. 3 months later, their laptop is stolen, and the thief walks right into your codebase using those old credentials. So, how do we fix this? In GRC, we treat risk in 4 ways. 1. Mitigate. This is the most common. We use multi-factor authentication or just-in-time access, ensuring admins only have power when they actively need it. 2. Transfer. Don't build your own login database if you can avoid it. Use an identity provider like Okta or Auth0. You are transferring the risk of credential storage to them. And finally, accept. Sometimes, we accept that a risk is low enough that it's not worth the cost to fix, like allowing simple passwords for the cafeteria menu app. Ultimately, managing IAM risk is about one golden rule: least privilege. Giving users exactly what they need, for only as long as they need it and nothing more. Thanks for watching. If you want to dive deeper into building a risk matrix, check out our next video.